guys, just wanted to share a story with you about insurance policies for real estate and for businesses, basically. Um, Share with you guys the good, bad, the ugly. Um, this one's not so pretty. I'll try to make this short, but this has to do with E&O insurance, so it's errors and omissions insurance for licensed professionals. Whether that's an attorney, a CPA, a real estate agent, what have you. It could be any licensed professional. They have errors and omissions insurance covering them. So, long story short, had a suit filed against the company, and basically the suit was back 2018 sometime, so it was a few years ago, related to debt collection practices by a national debt collection agency that debt was turned over to. Anyway, company that I'm involved with got named on the suit. So you have to defend yourself, put in a file for insurance claim. So fast forward, now here we are, basically 2020, got new insurance. So basically we had acquired some new businesses, so we were looking for E&O insurance outside of our normal area, and found an agency, I guess it was, that was writing really low-cost E&O insurance coverage. Checked all the boxes essentially, filled out an application, and in that application it asked, is this new company that was outside of the state, is it new? We said basically it's new because it's brand new to us. We need insurance. Get the quote back, and it's so cheap. Of course, my next thought is, well, hey, can you quote this other new office? And they said, sure. Instead of filling out the 10-page application, just fill out page 6, whatever the page was, right? So of course we fill out that information out, send it off. They give a great quote, and it's like, well, golly, man, you did so good on those quotes. Can you quote these other offices that have been existing for a decade? And they say, sure, fill out page 6. We fill out all the information on page 6, kick it out, get these amazing quotes back, bind coverage in basically early April of 2020. And at the top of that, it says, it's got on the application, it says retroactive date, and it says TBD, so to be determined. Now I know what that means. Prior to any of this, I had no clue what that meant. I just thought that the agent knew what they were doing and they were going to fill it in. Did not have the understanding of what it was. So long and short, this claim comes up. We say, oh, well, we've got insurance. We send the claim, the suit, to the insurance company. New insurance company says, well, that was before our coverage. We're not covering it. Send it to your old insurance agent. So we didn't think anything of it. We go, okay, send it to the old insurance company. Old insurance company goes, we're not covering it because you didn't get the suit until 60 days after you had ended coverage with us. So we're like, well, what's going on here? So the long and the short of this is, the retroactive date is if you've had continuous insurance coverage for 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, whatever, the retroactive date will go back. So your new policy will go back and cover all of the liability to the retroactive date. So that could have been a decade in the case of the pre-existing business. And we basically were not offered that, had no knowledge to that. And when I brought that to the new agent or the new insurance company's eyes and said, hey, there may have been a errors and omissions issue with the insurance or with the agent, They said, well, no, you filled out essentially the application here, and on the application, you mark this all as new business. So, of course, they did not realize that each of the applications, was not filled out in their entirety. So there was definitely an error there. But the long and the short of this is that the retroactive date is extremely important if you've got continuous coverage on a business. And also, it would cost more, so our policy would have costed more, of course. And we would have been covered had we, had the retroactive date at the correct time frames, and had we been advised correctly from the insurance agent. So we are basically having to first fund a law firm to answer the claim of the suit that we've got, and then we'll likely have to hire legal counsel to basically file a suit against the insurance brokerage and agent, and potentially their E&O insurance, and see if there's legitimately a claim there. I do feel that had we known the correct information, we obviously would have purchased it. And also, had the agent correctly had us fill out complete applications for each business, like they likely should have, they would have known as well, and we would have ended up with the correct coverage. So the moral of this story is, sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and you trust a licensed professional, and you hope that they're guiding you in the right way. And sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. So live and learn. Hope you guys find this helpful. Take care.